So I had this article come across my desk this morning. You'll get the pun in a minute. It's about the Australian Women's Network logo and how it looks like a cock and balls. I mean, look at this. It's a set of balls and a cock, and it's even got like the pubic hair at the top with the little swish on the W. I mean, that is just hysterical. Someone's got to be taking the piss here. Otherwise, they're just being very, very inclusive because, as we know, women have cocks too. It's 2022, and that rhymed. So The Guardian says, Australian PM's department drops widely mocked Phallic Women's Network logo. Emblem featuring cursive W with a purple protuberance removed pending consultation with staff. And we will get right into this article after this quick sponsor. If you think today's technology is bad for privacy, virtual reality will be a nightmare. Along with being addictive, virtual reality is perfect for tracking everything a user does, sees, and feels in the virtual world, which will all be used to tailor laser-targeted advertisements towards them. This is why I won't get online without VirtualShield VPN. Otherwise, my private data can be vulnerable to tech companies and hackers. I highly recommend VirtualShield. Obviously, they're a long-time sponsor of the channel, and they are just great. VirtualShield are offering 50% off this month, plus a free 30-day trial for all new customers. Just go to hidewithbear.com or click the link below to start your trial today. A Women's Network logo widely mocked for its phallic shape has been withdrawn by the Australian Prime Minister's Department. The Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet issued a statement on Tuesday that the logo had been removed from its website pending consultation with staff. The logo consisted of a cursive W with a domed protuberance. I'm going to start using that. Hey baby, why don't you suck my domed protuberance? It sounds so sophisticated. You want to make sweet, sweet coitus with my domed protuberance? Oh, it's doming. It's doming. Oh, yeah. Squeeze my protuberance. Oh my God, I'm so domed. I'm almost there. Yeah. Don't let go of my protuberance. I'm protuberating everywhere. Okay, sensitive. Let go of the protuberance. Oh, God. Where are my cigarettes? Anyway, I got sidetracked there. The logo consisted of a cursive W with a domed protuberance, which women's groups and social media users complained resembled male genitalia. Yeah, no shit. Critics included the National Older Women's Network, which described it as either thoughtless or an insult. I thought it was satire, but it's either thoughtless or an insult. Public money was spent getting a graphic artist, choosing the designing, selecting colours, approving printing, and publishing this logo for the Prime Minister's and Cabinet's Women's Network. Poor messaging. Yeah, well, it was probably a bunch of, female politicians sitting around a table in a conference room. I mean, they're probably all horny as f***. They probably had, 15 designs, and for some reason they were just drawn to this domed protuberance. It's quite understandable, actually. I think it was like a subliminal thing. The Women for Australia Twitter account says, Scott's own government department, the Women's Logo Network, has a logo that is a little phallic. You couldn't write this. Kangaroos, whoever they are, says, I really thought this logo for the Department of Prime Ministers and Cabinet's Women's Network was fake, but do they know? I think they know subconsciously. I think they know. The department said the logo was the result of a 2019 rebrand of Staff Diversity Networks. Ah, there we go. They said it. They said the word diversity. This was on purpose. This was to show that women can in fact have, what was it? Domed protuberances. They're just female domed protuberances. And if you don't like it, you're a f***ing bigot. Where were we? Diversity networks. To establish a consistent look and feel between insignia for groups including the Women's Network. The Women's Network logo retained a W icon, which staff had been using for a number of years, it said. The rebrand was completely internal. Well, I'd say it was a little bit external. Using existing resources and designs were consulted on widely. No external providers were engaged for this work. The Prime Minister and the Prime Minister's office were not part of this logo design. The Morrison government has come under fire for its handling of women's issues news since early 2021, when historical allegations of sexual assault against the then Attorney General Christian Porter were revealed, which he denied. This month, prominent women, including the former Australian of the Year, Grace Tame, and the former Liberal staffer Brittany Higgins, launched a fresh call for the Morrison government to implement significant policies to protect women and children from violence, harassment and discrimination. Yeah, this article's getting a bit irrelevant, but it's pretty funny. You can see why I had to make a video about this. I mean, the logo for the Women's Network is literally a cock and balls with pubes. Sorry. A domed protuberance with pubes. But anyway, as a gesture of goodwill, I have sacrificed my time and volunteered my services to come up with a few new logo proposals. Now, Women's Network, if you're interested, just email me and we'll take it a little bit further. All right. First of all, we've got this simplistic design. It says WN, as in Women's Network, with the yellow protuberance, with the fetching yellow protuberance in the middle to signify the strength and the upstanding nature of women. We've got this one that just says chicks. It's a simplistic design. And then we've got a little ornamental symbol. Don't ask me what that is. I just came up with it. It's just like a little bit of frill. What do they call it? It's a little bit of flair. And then we've gone with some food-based themes because we all know bitches like to cook. We've got this, again, very modern simplistic design of the 2 eggs and bacon representing fertility of women and bacon. We've got this slightly more minimalistic design that features the W there signifying Women's Network, and then an all plant-based logo because, as we all know, women are the soul of the earth. And it's inclusive of vegan bitches. What have we got next? We've got this one that, again, prominently displays the W for Women's Network. And then we've basically just got 2 oranges and a deodorant can for some reason. And then there's this one that just says bitches. That I have absolutely no explanation for. I was just running out of household items to take the piss out of this story with. Anyway, that was an amusing story. I'm glad it came across my desk. And no, I don't sit around all day playing with my daughter's toys and turning household objects into dick and balls. It was just this once, and maybe one time before. Anyway, I will leave it there. I've been Bearing. Thank you very much for watching. Catch ya. Recession, session.